Good morning, one and all. Thanks for joining us on Kalkine TV yet again. Hope the day's going well so far. We've got the top ASX buzzing stocks for the day to share with you. My name's Sage. So let's take a look at the ASX listed 5 stocks that are in the news today because of their price-sensitive announcements. Australian electricity and gas generating and retailing company AGL Energy today announced its results for the financial year ending 30th June 2022. The company reported a statutory profit after tax of $860 million for the financial year 2022, including $486 million of significant items. The company also reported that its underlying EBITDA fell by 27% on the prior year. AGL's underlying profit after tax fell by 58% on the prior year to $225 million. AGL delivered net cash from operating activities of $1.12 billion. This is down 2% from the previous financial year. And AGL has declared a final unfranked dividend for 10 cents per share. The final dividend is consistent with AGL's dividend policy to target a payout ratio of 75% of underlying profit after tax and will be paid on the 27th of September 2022, keeping their investors happy. AGL Energy shares traded at $8.02, being down by 1.72% at the opening session of the ASX today. Now that we've got your attention, let's move on to the next. Gold miner Newcrest today announced its results for the 2022 financial year. Newcrest delivered a strong performance in the 2022 financial year, with operations producing just under 2 million ounces of gold at an all-in sustaining cost of $1.04 billion per ounce. And the company reported that statutory profit and underlying profit were both $872 million in the current period. Newcrest targets a total annual dividend payout of 30 to 60% of free cash flow generated for the financial year, with the annual total dividends being at least 15 US cents per share on a full year basis. The board has announced to pay a final fully franked dividend of 20 US cents per share that will be paid later in September on the 29th of September 2022. Newcrest shares traded at 19 Australian dollars 37 cents, being up by 3.75% in the morning's trade. Hopefully you're enjoying these announcements. Next up, we've got Fisher & Paykel Healthcare Corporation for you. They've today provided revenue and net profit after tax guidance for the first half of the 2023 financial year ending 30th September 2022. The company expects operating revenue for the first half of the 2023 financial year to be approximately $670 million and net profit after tax to be approximately $85 to $95 million. The gross margin for the first half is expected to be approximately 60%, which is below the company's long-term target of 65%. But for the hospital product group in the first half of the 2023 financial year, the company assumes that hardware revenue will reduce to a pre-pandemic level and new applications consumables revenue is about 75% of the prior comparable period. Looking at the share price of Fisher & Paykel, the shares traded at 17 Australian dollars 70 cents, being down by 7.52% in the morning's trade. Let's move on now. Australian medical device company Cochlear announced its results for the financial year 2022. The company reported that the sales revenue increased 10% to a record $1.64 billion and underlying net profit increased 18% within the guidance range of $265 to $285 million for the financial year 2022. Cochlear posted a net profit down 11%. And the shares of Cochlear traded at 213 Australian dollars 65 cents, being down by 0.26% at the opening session of the market. Lastly, let's fit it all in. We've got Australian natural gas and electricity assets company APA Group, who today announced that following an APA-initiated independent review of payroll, it found system errors relating to 7 enterprise agreements, which has resulted in the identification of payment errors to employees over a 7-year period. An APA has commenced a process to remediate the errors for affected employees and will include a provision of $32 million in its financial statements for the year, ending 30th June 2022. APA's shares traded at $11.69. They were down 1.27%. Now, all these announcements and more can actually be found online at the ASX website, but if you'd like to hear these again, please check them out at Kalkine Media's YouTube channel later today. But that's all for this edition of the top ASX buzzing stocks for the day. Thanks for joining us. Hope the day goes well. Another episode will be coming your way next week. Keep it locked on Kalkine TV for the latest market insights and business news. Sage signing off.